All right, hey guys, good morning. Welcome back. It is day 3 of my keto restart, and I am anticipating a day. So I'm in the backyard hanging out with the dogs while they all do their business, and I am getting ready to jump in the car and take an hour and a half drive to go to my family reunion today. So I've got kind of some, stuff going on in my head. Let me move to the shade a little. Kind of going on in my head about this reunion. This is for those of you who caught up with my restart video. You are aware of the situation going on with my mom. If you did not, then briefly. My mom lives a couple of states away, and she is currently in late stage dementia. And this is my first time going to one of her family reunions in 6 years. And all of them are expecting to see her, but she's not able to make that trip. So I know that it's going to be a lot of questions about her care, her condition, because they haven't seen her since before COVID. I know it's going to be a lot of emotion going on over the course of the day. And so in anticipation, I'm trying to kind of build myself up for that. So far today, I've just had coffee. I just made breakfast, which I'll show up here a little clip of, but I had 5 large eggs scrambled in 2 tablespoons of butter, and it was absolutely delightful, and I feel amazing. Knowing my reunion and my family down there, it's in a very, very rural part of South Carolina. They're very country, very simple folks, and typically for the reunion they have like 6-foot folding tables laid out, just covered in food. So I know that I probably won't be able to touch the vast majority of that. So I figured I'd fill up and get a nice solid breakfast with lots of protein before I head down there, just so that that part of it is kind of maybe out of mind. As far as this morning and how I'm feeling yesterday, if you caught day 2, we did go and hang out with our friends and watch the first football game of the season. Typically when I go to those events with our friends, I normally will have a couple of glasses of wine while we're there. It's part of the celebration of football. Alcohol is not a health food, I am fully aware, but that's what I usually stick to. But yesterday I had 2 beers, and I feel it a little bit this morning with just like a little bit of puffiness. But surprisingly, my weight actually still went down just from the couple of pounds of inflammation I'd put on. So this morning it was 171.6, which is kind of about where I've been hovering up and down a pound or 2 from that for the last couple of months. So that I kind of consider as my starting weight, because I think I was 171.9 2 days ago. I don't know, somewhere in there. So that's where we're at today. I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready to make this drive. It's about an hour and a half, and Richard's going with me, and so is Chainsaw. So we're going to go do that, and I will keep you all posted. All right, so before heading out for the reunion, I made a quick iced coffee. So this is just brewed coffee that I let chill in the refrigerator. I did 2 pumps of the pumpkin caramel syrup, which is in the pumpkin praline bottle, but that's just how that is, and 2 pumps of brown sugar cinnamon, and I'm doing a little bit of half and half. I measured out 2 tablespoons of half and half, just to kind of keep that controlled as best I can, because obviously it's easy to get heavy-handed. And I gave it a quick stir, and this was what I had before I left to take the hour and a half long trip to go to my family reunion. All right, and in the car on the way down, we did stop at the gas station on the way, and I got this massive Slim Jim. It does have a few carbs in it, but it was super tasty. All right, guys, hello, welcome back. It is about 7:15 p.m. We have been home from my family reunion for a couple of hours. On the way down, you saw that I ate the little Slim Jim, and then you know how people are at reunions, they were constantly pushing like, eat something, get something, eat something. So I did make a plate. The only thing that I had that was definitely probably higher carb, but it was honestly total curiosity about was this like casserole that had pineapples. Like, I don't even know what it was, but it had like chunks of pineapple, and it had cheese, and it had some kind of like crumbly savory topping. So definitely had carbs, but I will say it was ridiculously good. There's some kind of science behind it or something, because it was pretty amazing. But it was, I don't know, it was 3 pineapple chunks in it. I had a very small little scoop of that. And then I had some unsweet tea and some black coffee while I was there. I got to see my 93-year-old great aunt, who I have not seen in, probably 8 or 9 years at this point. So it was a really nice time. I am now getting ready to have dinner. Since we've been home from the reunion, I have taken 2 walks around the neighborhood. We're going to eat dinner, and then we're going to take another walk as a family. But I am having leftovers of these meatballs that I had last night at the football game. So basically, I'm going to try and find that recipe so I can link it in the comments, because it's tasty, and it is not mine. So I don't want to claim it. They are amazing. The only thing, the recipe did not call for the green chilies, but they are an amazing addition. I actually wish that they were a little bit spicier. So the way that I prepared this after I baked it, and once I plate it, I'm just kind of taking them and dipping them in sour cream. They'd be great with guac. They'd be great with any of that kind of stuff. But they're really, really good. Have that nice, like, kind of Mexican flavor. Just something a little different to keep it super low carb. So I'm having 5 of these. At least I put 5 on my plate. Each one is probably about 2 ounces. So it's a lot of meat. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to have these, and then we're going to take a walk again. Alright guys, I am actually getting ready to go to bed. Gonna go take off my makeup and wash my face and do the things and get ready for bed. It is actually not even quite 9 o'clock. I am very tired. It has been an extremely long day. Other than the reunion and having dinner, we took 3 walks, I think, around the neighborhood. So I've managed to get lots and lots and lots of steps in. My dog is scratching behind me. But I'm interested to know if any of y'all have done this. This is one of those things, so random, but bear with me. Wondering if any of y'all have done the Myers-Briggs personality test on yourself to see kind of where you fall on that. I had friends suggest that I did it, and they all thought that I was going to score as an extrovert, and I knew better. So when I did my Myers-Briggs, I am an INFP, quite introverted, which honestly is why doing this channel can sometimes be very difficult for me. But part of my being an introvert makes social situations like my reunion today a little bit more difficult. So the social situation itself is difficult, but then it's hard to explain, but it's almost like I have to have a certain behavior while I'm there to like stuff down the like social anxiety of it and entertain and talk to people. And then the second that I leave, I am physically exhausted. So like my body wants to shut down and I want to go to sleep, and I don't want to talk to anybody, and I don't want anyone to touch me. And it's like my social battery is completely exhausted, and I can only recover by resting. So that's where I'm at right now. I am emotionally quite spent. So I'm going to bed very early. Sorry for all the dog noises. Simcoe's a noisy one. But I'm exhausted, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and get ready to go to bed. It's not quite 9. It's like 8:45. But I do have to get up at 3:30 in the morning, so this is a valid bedtime. But I'm just curious if you guys have done your Myers-Briggs and you know your personality type. I would love to know it. but INFP, I'm a rare one. And it makes things kind of tough sometimes, but I will say, when you look up the description, it is wildly accurate. But anyway, I feel really pretty good about the day as far as how I did with my food choices. Still got some activity in, even though it was a day off from work. Emotionally and mentally and physically drained. So hopefully I will sleep heavy tonight. I'm going to go and take my Keto Chow magnesium supplement before bed, which I have found definitely helps me with having a longer period of deep sleep. So I do take that every night before bed. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to cut this short now because this dog is making every gross dog noise that he can, like chewing food and drinking water and licking his own butt. So we're going to bed. All right. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you for cheering me on. And I'm trying to get back to everybody's comments, so bear with me. I will get back to you. All right. Talk to you soon.